We as developers are always striving to improve our work. To this end, we need information that we can only get from you. By sending the game statistics to us, you can help us learn more about the way you play and what difficulties you encounter in our game. Only our developers will have access to your game experience data and bug reports. You may disable telemetry in the settings menu at any time. Would you like to enable setting the game statistics? By clicking accept, you confirm that you have read and agreed to our terms of use, payment terms, as well as the privacy policy. Oh shoot. And so oh no, it's a mimic. Sorry about that. Explore the Stolen Lands, a wild territory that has been contested for centuries. Hundreds of kingdoms have risen and fallen in these lands, and now it is time for you to make your mark by building your own kingdom. To succeed in this, you'll need to survive the harsh wilderness and the menace of rival nations, as well as perils from within your own court. Oh, on my party. I don't know what this means. I have to create my own hero. This guy looks tough. There aren't a lot of portraits, huh? Oh, I don't have a custom portrait, do I? This person looks scary. Nope. Let's just choose a regular human. I like this one the best. Theater, let's see. None of these spirits speak to me. Nice. Oh, the humans get abilities section. I see. What are these other modifiers? Oh, are you kidding me? It reset my work? What the heck is this? Living channels for elemental matter and energy? Nope, not interested. Cool. Rangers are deft skirmishers, either in melee or at range, capable of skillfully dancing in and out of battle. Their abilities allow them to deal significant harm to specific types of foes, but their skills are valuable against all manner of enemies. Rangers don't get spells, huh? I want an animal companion. There's so much to look into. This should be good. So many abilities to choose from.
A solid plan. Enemy near. My skills exceed yours.
Dang, 20 minutes just on character creation, huh?
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
This is exciting.
Where are they? This is taking forever! They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming!
Whoa, that guy just... Whoa. He just materialized into you.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the stolen lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Why not just recognize this Stag Lord as Baron?
That's a good point. As I see it, this Stag Lord already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
There's a whole team of us. Who exactly will receive the Baron's title?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
If I may please answer the question.
She takes a long pause, waiting for the voices to die down as everyone directs their attention toward her.
We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
You're helping us found a barony? What do you gain from such generosity?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
Why not just claim it for yourself?
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
I don't really care about the rewards, so let's just say it's clear as day.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet, go, and return in triumph.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this Stag Lord a lesson?
I'm Blaze Char, pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is Barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
I'm no hero, just a mercenary.
And what are you a mercenary for? Is it only riches? Or maybe you want glory too? Don't you want your feats to be remembered and glorified for centuries? Just listen, you know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
This scythe lady? What about that barbarian? She looks pretty heroic. I think her name's Amiri.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You can tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, alright? I'm sure you'll agree. Alright, I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
I'll go ahead.
The first step on the road to glory. Oh, here she goes. Leave the hall. My quill takes its first sip from the ink pot and scripts, or rather scribbles, the first lines of the book about the travels, adventures, and victories that lie ahead. The book that will extol both its hero and me, its author, Lindsay the Note to Self. When I come up with a fancy nickname added here, I am writing this in the banquet hall, where Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori has just finished telling us about the mission that lies before us. Tomorrow at dawn, our team will set off to the Stolen Lands in order to accomplish glorious feats. This is where my book begins, and the gods themselves can't say what will happen next. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh, this is Lindsay writing the journal. That's cool. Justin, but the bandits will deal with them in no time. Finally, the idle talk's over. Can't wait to set out. Tomorrow our glorious journey begins, aren't you? Are you ready? I hope so. I don't need layabouts on my team. Our own barony, now that's prize worth fighting for. What game is Jamadi playing? I'm not used to feeling like a pawn. Get some rest before the road. You've a difficult journey before you. I'll double the guard for the night, just as precaution. And we the guards. Thank you. Hello, Harem. This expedition is surely doomed. What the heck? Oh, there's no queuing up actions, huh? Ability built. Potion of Faith.
The path is clear.
Area exit. Click this icon to exit the current area. Oh, cool.
Tread lightly. Let us be careful.
Help! Help!
Lindsay bursts into your room. She looks scared. Her face is smeared with soot and she holds a weapon in her hands. What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
What the heck? This is intense. As if to lend credence to Lindsay's words, a scream echoes from the hallway. What the heck? You're not going anywhere. Combat happens in real time, but you can pause the game at any time to assess the situation and give orders to your companions. Wait. A higher the initiative, the earlier the character can act. I thought this was real-time battle. Dang.
Enemy near. A solid plan.
What's my equipment though? Oh, shoot. I'm going to die. How do I switch my weapon sets?
Forwards.
Pause or unpause the game. Press space. You can interact with various objects such as the bodies of dead opponents by clicking on them. Interactive objects are highlighted with a blue outline when you hover your mouse over them or when you hold tab. What does max dexterity mean? What does this mean? Nope. Follow me quickly.
I shall not fail.
They got someone we have to help.
Watch each other. Aim carefully.
Oh, he's not in my party yet. Nice.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory. Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the Stolen Lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
The gnome looks back at Lindsay and starts whispering as he takes a ring off his finger, handing it to you. I want a ring. I don't trust this guy. Loot.
The path is clear.
Let's see what's in the other rooms. Companions, there are several companions in your party now. Alt 1 through Alt 6.
I'll go ahead.
Their sight betrays them. Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
hold shift space when the game is on pause. Got it. Oh, what the heck was that damage?
A solid plan.
Leave this one to me.
Forwards.
Oh, I took damage.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Doors blocked from the other side.
Let's head out.
Oh no. Oh no, is everyone dead? Pathetic, they couldn't even defend themselves, but they thought they could conquer the stolen lands. I can't believe it, that could have been us. Well, their adventures have certainly come to an end. I'm not sure what armor check penalty is.
The path is clear.
Cat. Oh.
Tread lightly.
It's the end for you rats!
Be careful, everyone.
Serves you right.
Oh, I can't rotate the camera, huh?
Aim carefully.
Oh, one of them is already dead.
Just die already!
You deserved it.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down.
The barbarian's face is distorted with rage. She grinds her teeth and sweat drips from her forehead, building her to shield. She swings her sword, but stops it just in time.
Blood for Gorum!
Miri takes a deep breath, then barks out. Swaying her bloody sword, she runs toward the sound of battle.
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
Goddess of lust and revenge, who takes on many faces and guises.
Let us be careful.
Here they are, the assassins. This is your last chance. Drop your weapons and we'll spare your lives. So generous, I'm afraid I can't offer the same courtesy. Hey, you ugly mug, get them. Oh my goodness, what in hell's name is that? So I'm heavy. So that's why I'm moving so slow. The passage is blocked, you can't make it through this way. Sometimes interacting with an object requires a skill check. A successful check may be needed for a variety of tasks.
Anything else?
Enemy near. Attack!
Any last wishes?
A solid plan.
Oops, this guy.
This spell eludes me.
Why aren't you charging?
This spell eludes me.
Nice. What does Daze do exactly?
This is where I step in. Serves you right.
This spell eludes me.
You deserved it.
Thank you.
This spell eludes me. Forwards!
I don't tolerate fools.
Let us bide our time. The path is clear.
They won't see a thing.
An armory. I'm sure Jamandi wouldn't mind if we borrowed some weapons. Break the door to the armory and find some weapons.
Pause, please.
Is this the armory?
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
Stealing from a sword lord in her own mansion, she would have our heads.
How would she know it was us and not the assassins? Unless someone planned on telling her.
The gnome throws a sideways glance at Lindsay.
Don't drag me into this. You do what you want, but I'm not taking a single coin.
We should prepare. Let's head out.
What's the difference between this and a composite longbow?
Tread lightly.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
Bertuccio's eyes dither suspiciously.
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Oh no.
State your desire.
The path is clear.
Share your will.
I'll go ahead.
How curious.
Applause, please.
Clap, clap, clap.
What a surprise.
Anything else?
Request. How curious.
Just letting the ink dry.
You have my attention.
Applause, please.
Let us be careful.
Enlighten me.
Can't use. Can be used by this character. Oh, I'm sad. Use magic device skill. What are you dialing for? I'm telling you, Jumandi's cache has to be here somewhere. Or hurry it up, or stop, someone's coming.
Adventures call to them.
The road awaits.
Speak.
Unworthy.
I always have a second plan.
Watch each other.
Oh, what is this? So many judgments.
Aim carefully. Attack! Our duty
I wrote it like I saw it.
My patience
What
is
troubles
running
you?
thin. I deserve better.
Ask. Anything is possible.
Everyone counts on me.
There's gotta be a way to set both of them to the same position. I don't understand.
The path is clear.
Their sight betrays them.
You
They dare to attack me?
Any last wishes?
to use it first. Learn how to use it first. Wretched things.
Learn from my mistake.
Try not to bleed on my coat.
Despicable.
Protect me, please.
Ah! Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
You sound like a Kalashite. Am I right?
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word. I like making new friends.
I don't think we've met.
I am Kayesi, one of the many here who seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night. It's why I'm still alive.
There are assassins on the prowl. We have to go.
I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
The tiefling salutes you and runs ahead nimbly.
Observe the others. Learn from their mistakes before they learn from yours. Tread lightly.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
Sometimes skills are checked over the course of dialogue. For example, when trying to convince a character of something, the check results will determine the way the dialogue develops. The character in the party with the highest bonus in the desired skill is usually used to determine such a check. Aren't you being a bit premature? Look at yourself. You've barely got a scratch.
That's impossible. Oh, it seems you might be right. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god, not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
I don't know what spell conversions mean.
And Lindsay was called forth.
I shall not fail.
I need potions.
Just letting the ink dry.
We should prepare.
Adventures call to them. What troubles you?
Share your will.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious?
State your desire.
Something more simple, like
Oh, whoops.
Lindsay the Great.
Request.
She's undead.
Lindsay the Indecisive.
Let's head out. I've spotted something.
What is this? I'm allowed to take this, right? I'm assuming I can. The heavy grate is securely locked. If it turns out that I can't take any of these, then I'll just not take them. We'll restart from the beginning.
I'll go ahead. The path is clear.
Let's head back to this room. Nothing, huh?
Let us be careful.
Grotus, hide me from their sight. Tread lightly. The path is clear.
Was it just me, or did the things in the other room change too? No, never mind.
I'll go ahead.
Oh, did change. Dang, this is difficult. What just happened? I was just pressing random buttons.
Let's head out. The path is clear.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere. Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
Who are you?
Keston, House Gares, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Right now, I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see, there's a lot to do.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also give myself a manly captain of the guard.
What's going on here?
Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamandi to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Considering Lady Jamandi's fame, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain?
Do you need help putting out the fire?
No, we'll manage. I've got my best people here, those who still live. Your place is by Lady Aldori's side.
It doesn't seem right. What if some of the guards are wounded? We need to help them.
Where's the hall?
You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
May Abadar keep you safe.
Illustrated book episodes. Some game events play out as illustrated book episodes. The decisions you make during these episodes can have a drastic impact on the development of the game's plot. As with dialogues, you will often need to make various skill checks during these episodes. Depending on the circumstances, sometimes you will need to choose one of your party members to perform an action, and sometimes an action will be automatically performed by the character with the highest skill bonus. And so our adventure started earlier and much more tragic than we'd expected. The whole team who gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls, led by Blaze Char, and not at all by that scoundrel Tartushio, no matter what he might have imagined of himself. Jamadi Eldori was waiting for us, but to get to her, we'd have to march through the fire, literally. As we approached the burning building, we drenched ourselves with buckets of water. Prudence is the key to victory. Before moving through the fire, we thoroughly wet our clothes and hair. After that, we covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. It was a good thing we hadn't wasted any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling sound, blocking the way back. While we may not have planned on going back, if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs and our eyes watered from the smoke, but Blaze Char led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartushio did nothing useful at all. We'd made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall when we heard someone calling for us. It was Valerie, one of the guards I chatted up I chatted with a bit in the banquet hall, but even then, in that calm setting, I'd been stunned by her beauty. But now, amid the smoke and flame, she looked like a celestial avenger, an armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor souls, mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. There are two more, she shouted as she passed by us. They are wounded. Help me pull them out. Tartusio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Blazechar rushed to save the guards from the fire. Saving the poor fellows didn't take long. Together, we lifted them up and carried them away from the fire. Only then did Valerie pause to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her face. Thank you, that was truly noble of you, she said. And now let us rush to Lady Aldori's aid. Ensuring the guards we rescued were relatively safe, we made our way to the hall, where the battle was already in full swing. Oh, she's in our party now.
The road awaits.
One of your characters is fatigued. This is just one of the negative conditions that affect you during the game. To notify you that a character is under the effect of a condition, a symbol will appear near their portrait. To find out more about the character's condition, open their character screen.
I am your shield.
Can't even see her face. Slashing. How about piercing or bludgeoning?
Tread lightly.
What are they doing? Am I attacking everyone? Oh, yikes. Let's clear these guys out.
Adventures call to them.
Enlighten me.
Ask.
The end
Don't
draws
hesitate.
near.
Everyone counts on me.
Wait, now everyone charge.
Repent! Yes, I'm still here.
Request.
Here. Let us strike as one!
Oh, sorry.
State your
I
desires.
don't tolerate fools.
Let us bide our time. A solid plan.
You cannot stand against me.
The help has arrived quickly. We need to save Lady Jamandi. The music's pretty good.
Forwards!
Wretched things.
Serves you right.
Leave this to me.
Aim carefully.
Your life ebbs low.
Attack!
May I suggest another way to use this spell?
What a waste.
Despicable.
Do not falter!
A solid plan.
Become as dust.
Oh, where did the giant go? Big was Jamandi.
Let us be careful.
Oh, it's the barbarian, not even departed, and we already won our first battle. Seems like a good omen, right?
I'll go ahead.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
Wait, what? I have no connections to PTEX. You mean this ring, the one you gave me? What ring? What are you talking about?
Lady Aldori, I saw it with my own eyes. The ring must be in his pocket. Search him and I'm sure...
Enough, Tartuccio. I'm still the one giving orders here. We won't be searching anyone. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you
My words might be rash.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy, and the mug of a spy!
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Forgive me for my trespass and my defense. We were in the middle of a battle and in dire need of weapons.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril, until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
People were dying right in front of me. How could I just walk by?
Trying to save others is commendable, but Tartuccio's right. You were needed here more.
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these two. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the Stolen Lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the Stolen Lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's Crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies. I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless.
Okay, I don't really understand the politics of this thing, but...
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Assassinating the Assassins achievement unlocked.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, Stolen Lands. Heroes are on the way.
This is the map of the Stolen Lands and their vicinity. To set out, click on one of the arrows near your party token. You can learn the whereabouts of significant locations by talking to characters or happening upon them during your journey. After learning about a location, you must find the way there yourself. Oh dang, this is interesting. Along the way, random encounters await. You may be attacked by monsters, or you may meet new acquaintances. After exiting the location of a random encounter, you will not be able to return there. I think I'm just gonna end the stream here. I will go back and see if the game's actions really change the outcome of the final conversation, but I'll continue the streams. The later streams will continue off of this save. I just want to see what happens if I did things differently. Thank you all for your time.